Hi, it's me again, eating chili again, wearing white again. Goodness me. In today's food adventure, I'm eating whatever this subscriber here tells me to because guys, I've never seen a list of recommendations quite like it. Not only does it include what to eat, a whopping 25 items to be exact, not only have they told me the best place to eat it, but they've gone one step further and told me how it should be eaten. And guys, the food is incredible. So make sure you watch to the end to see just how dirty this white t-shirt gets. And as always, don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure. I am here in the beautiful city of Lanzhou.
And in last week's video, we merely scratched the surface of the delicious foods you can find in this city. And with the help of this list, today we're diving right into the deep end.
So the first recommendation that they sent was of course for niuerou mian, the beef noodles that we had yesterday. And after the niuerou mian, there's like 6 or 7 other noodle varieties, which I have to admit I'm quite surprised by. I feel like Lanzhou beef noodles, it really takes the spotlight away from, I guess, any other noodle or food dish here in Lanzhou. And I didn't realize there were so many noodles here.
So for breakfast, I'm gonna get out and expand my Lanzhou noodle horizons and check out this recommendation for Lanzhou style jjajangmian. I'm super interested to see how Lanzhou's version differs from the famous Beijing version, which is basically soft, springy noodles covered in a sweet, salty, umami, thick, meaty sauce and served with fresh veggies like carrot and cucumber. When it comes to the Lanzhou version, they make the noodles fresh to order, which I feel like I haven't seen in Beijing before. I've requested thin noodles as per the recommendations, and once the noodles are cooked, it's then topped with this salty, meaty sauce, chili oil, fermented tofu, and sesame sauce, which I've asked them to add extra of because that's what the instructions said. And there we have it, Lanzhou's version of jjajangmian.
It's so saucy. It's like got a puddle of sauce in there.
But it doesn't end there. I've also been advised to order a serve of fresh carrot and bean sprouts. I guess this is where the fresh veggie element of the dish comes into play.
If I've read this correctly, I need to mix these noodles together.
And not just mix a little, but mix a lot. Wow, what a fantastic day to wear white.
This just looks like an absolute bomb of flavor. Check out the color on those noodles. I mean, you saw how much sauce went into it. You've got chili in there as well. That's definitely not something you see in the Beijing version of the jjajangmian. Smells good, very sesame. Funnily enough, it's a lot more muted than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, you look at that color and it looks like it's gonna blow the top of your head off or, you know, really throw some flavor in your face. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice flavor, but it's a little bit more subtle. You definitely taste the majiang in there, the sesame paste, which I really love. I really love the texture of those noodles. They're handmade on the spot to order. So as you can imagine, they're just so bouncy and amazing texture. But yeah, when you combine this soft noodle with this paste-like kind of sauce, it's got this a little bit of a pasty quality in the mouth. It's not unpleasant, but I feel like it's gonna maybe get a little bit overwhelming in a few bites. So I think that's where this is gonna come in handy. Some fresh vegetables, but oh, this is interesting. So it's been some moments since my first bite, but it's got this not an aftertaste, but this after feeling. It's quite interesting because I haven't quite felt this kind of sensation before. It's kind of like if I was to combine the sensation of the mouth-numbing Sichuan peppercorn with the minty freshness of brushing my teeth. Not that it's minty, but like when I breathe in on my tongue and on the sides of my mouth, it's like this coolness, which is also in odds with the look of this. It looks like it's gonna be spicy and hot in my mouth, but it's like the antithesis to a spice bird. It's like a cooling sensation in my mouth, which is just so confusing because it looks like this.
Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's try those fresh veggies.
They're not silly. This goes with this like bread and butter. So where this lacks any kind of acidity, this has some vinegar on it. And where this lacks crunch, you've got those bean sprouts there, the carrot there that really give it, you know, a bit of crunch, a bit of excitement and refreshing. It's very, very refreshing. So I feel like these two together, it works.
This was delish, but I have to admit there was another breakfast option on the recommendation list I also really wanted to try, so I actually went to check it out for breakfast the following day. The store's called Hujia Baozi, and it's famous for, you guessed it, baozi, of which they have 6 varieties. The problem is the minimum order is 5 baozi per variety, and you can't mix flavors, so I've gone for the beef and chive ones. The seller here told me to dip it into a combination of vinegar and chili oil, and oh my goodness, would you check out that saturation, and true to form, yep, I'm still wearing a white t-shirt. I am obsessed with this chili oil. It is so smoky, and I was told that the best way to pair this is with a sauce of vinegar and chili oil, but I don't know, I've kind of just been pouring on the chili oil directly. It's so good just on its own. It's really fluffy on the outside. I really like the dough.
And on the inside, it's a very full baozi, full of stuff. This one is filled with chives and beef, of course. This is halal here. The baozi are very nice. Sauce, very nice. Good baozi.
Okay, let's get back to yesterday where we're currently en route to lunch to check out our next Lanzhou local specialty at a place roughly 40-minute drive from the city center. It's called Husaini Shouzhua Canting and it's famous for its shouzhua yangrou, hand-pulled mutton. They have many varieties of it on the menu, but my instructions tell me I need to order this cut here, 肋条, which is the ribs, and to make sure I order it with the skin still on. So that's what I've gone ahead and done, and this is it here. And I have continued to follow the instructions. I've put a little bit of this chili salt on my plate. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my little glove here. I'm gonna grab a piece and I'm basically just gonna dip it gently into the salt and eat it. Wow, it's so, I already know this is gonna be so tender. It's so soft in my hand. So the reason it's called shouzhua yangrou, hand-pulled mutton, is because it's cooked for so long and it's just so damn tender, it can be easily pulled apart by hand, or in my case here, with teeth. Oh wow. It's tender, alright, wow. First things first, that chili salt is just incredibly flavorful. It doesn't look like it would be that flavorful. I mean, it's quite fine grains. It looks pretty unassuming, but wow, it almost like completely overpowered that meat there. So I'm gonna have a bite of this without any of that salt, just to like get a sense for how the meat actually tastes. Wow, that is really, really good. That is just unapologetically meaty. No doubt about it, this is a dish for people who like the taste of lamb and mutton. I really like that it's got like this kind of ratio of 50% fat to 50% lean meat. It gives it a really nice softness, an amazing flavor, like really, really meaty flavor. I'm gonna go in again and just dip just the tiniest bit and see if I can get that ratio a bit better. But according to the instructions, the experience isn't complete until it's eaten together with the raw garlic. Let's do all the steps together. Dip in our meat. That's it. Have a bite of garlic. And mix it all together in the mouth. That is really, really good. I really like it with the raw garlic. And I think the reason I like it is I'm not just eating the raw garlic on its own. It's like in a mouthful with the meat as well. And those three elements work incredibly together. They balance each other out, making every mouthful delicious and incredibly Moorish. So that was super, super delicious, but all I can think about is having something sweet. My mouth is just like full of meaty garlickiness. So I've seen on the list of recommendations, item number 22 to be exact, it looks to be some kind of local sweet treat. So I thought, let's go check that out for some afternoon tea. So here is the restaurant that has been recommended for this sweet snack. Looks really cute. Let's see what this is all about. There are many items on the menu here, but I've just been recommended to try these two here. And look, I don't know if I can finish 2 bowls of food right now, so I decided to try just this one on the right. It's called tianpeizi, and it's basically made from fermented oats. The instructions have also said that I should add a little bit of sugar, so I asked them to do that at the front. So I guess I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit and just take a spoonful together, a little bit of that liquid, some of those oats. Wow, it's interesting. I've really never had a dessert or a texture like this before. And not gonna lie, it took some time for me to understand those flavors, just taking mouthful after mouthful, and before I knew it, I was at the end of the bowl and might I add, completely obsessed with it. I really like it, but it's taken me some time to figure out how to describe it because I've really never tasted anything like this before. Also, I've never had a texture like that before, especially when it comes to grains. So there are these grains in there, I believe it's oats, and when you bite down on them and you chew on them in your mouth, they actually burst. And when you chew more, it kind of becomes very creamy in texture and also in taste. Something about the combination of that fermented juice with those oats, it's giving me really creamy vibes, which is weird because there is no cream or any dairy in this. I like the acidity in it, so it gives it like quite a refreshing nature. It's not overly sweet. It's interesting, and the more I eat it, the more I'm like really obsessed with it, and I'm gonna finish this off really quickly. One thing's for sure, this has definitely washed away any garlickiness or meatiness from lunch. It's such a refreshing dessert, and I also feel like it's perfect for this hot weather. It's very cooling. I mean, check this out.
I have absolutely decimated that.
Another absolute banger of a dish. These recommendations so far are sublime. Okay, by this stage it's 3 p.m. and that sun is scorching hot. So something I've learned about Lanzhou is it's pretty much a ghost town between the hours of 2 to 6 p.m. when the sun is at its harshest. But you should see how the city comes alive as soon as the sun starts coming down a bit. There are crowds of people in the street, these outdoor markets get set up. I even saw an outdoor nail salon, and of course you see all those plastic chairs starting to get taken out to prepare for the evening Shaokao rush. And here in Lanzhou, from what I can see walking around the last few days, they do Shaokao a bit differently here. So to learn more, I'm following the restaurant recommendation of my subscriber, and I was very happy to see they have a street side eating setup. I mean, it wouldn't be the same without it.
How could I be here in Lanzhou and not have some of the famous Shaokao? I've been seeing it around everywhere.
And how incredible and chili flaky does that barbecue meat look? So what makes Lanzhou style barbecue different from others I've encountered across the country is firstly, it's completely cooked inside flame. Not on top of the flame, not on a grill over coals, but in the literal flame of the fire. The second major difference is, along with that obligatory cumin spice mix, the meat is absolutely drowned in this pit of chili flakes. Oh my gosh, this is so up my alley, it's insane.
But that's not all I've ordered. I've also gone for this. It's a kalbing.
Kalbing means barbecue bread, and you'll see it on the menu at many barbecue places. But here they take it one step further and stuff the barbecue bread with, you guessed it, more chili flakes.
It's so funny. It was only a few months ago that I had my first ever chili oil sandwich concept in Baoji. And like, I've never seen it before in my life, and suddenly in the course of a few months, here is another one. But this one, it looks like it also has a little bit of maybe cumin or some herbs inside. Oh my God, that smells amazing. I actually just want to get into that and try. Really good. I like the addition of the cumin in there. It gives it that thing. And you know what I think is going to be absolutely amazing? Is putting one of these inside. But before we do that, I just want to try it on its own. Oh man. This is really good. That's a skewer that's pretty hard to beat. It's just, in my books, it's perfect. I love that it's got like lean meat fat for me. Shaokao, I really need a little bit of fat. It gives so much flavor. And the flavor, it's like salty and it's got that smokiness from the chili. The chili isn't too spicy. It's got that warmth in my mouth. I feel like I keep saying that here in Lanzhou because I feel like the spice here in Lanzhou really reminds me of the spice that I was having in Shanxi province, where they have the chili flakes and it looks really, you know, scary when you first see a big bowl of chili oil, but actually the taste is quite mild. So maybe because it is along the same kind of Silk Road, you know, kind of went Xi'an, Shanxi province, and then into Gansu province and into Xinjiang, and maybe there's some connection there, and like the chili is somehow similar because of the Silk Road. Anyway, end of chili spiel. I need to eat more of this. The time has come. Oops. I'm in heaven. It's really good. It's really good. Wow, freaking amazing. Wow. Lanzhou, 10 out of 10. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. Whoa. Wow, that was so close.
And by some miracle, I've managed to come out of this date with a completely unscathed white t-shirt. What sorcery is this?
It's just been absolutely incredible day of eating. Some highlights for me was that dessert. Actually, I wasn't expecting that. I had never heard of it before, but I definitely feel like kind of having that again, like after this meal. It's so refreshing and cleansing. This is definitely a highlight. It's maybe one of the best bites of food that you can possibly get, like a bit of this and this with the chili and the meat and the fat. It's just like, it just does not get better than this. So I want to give a very public thank you to the subscriber. Thank you for all your recommendations and for all your hard work in putting that list together. And I'm definitely not going to be gatekeeping. Here are the screenshots, every single recommendation that subscriber sent to me, and hope you enjoy it as much as I have today. So as always, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. I have loved my time here in Lanzhou, but we are moving on. Next video, we are going somewhere else in the province, somewhere that's recently become really, really famous for a certain variety of mala tang. So stay tuned for next week and I will see you then. Bye guys.